Welcome to the show about the show, the podcast. This is episode 450, halfway to 900. My name is Will, a tawdry little trollop. I am joined, as always, by Ben, who is British or Bahamian or something. Hi, Ben.
Hello. What's up?
And, of course, Atticus is here, who said he had some brew. Hi, Atticus.
Hello.
This is a show currently about Twin Peaks. Today, we're talking about episode 27, aka the 20th episode of season 2, called The Path to the Black Lodge. We also have a Patreon where we release a bonus hangout show every week. That's over at patreon.com/Dr. Skeleton. I have to mention, we released our best movies of 2025 last week. It was a lot of fun to do. And we're going to be getting through the rest of our superlatives from 2025 this week on the Patreon. You're going to want to check it out. Okay, guys, I have to ask you, this isn't about Twin Peaks. Do you remember Babu Frik?
It's a Star Wars character?
Yes.
I don't know
Friend
who
of
he
the
is,
show, Babu.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, is he a small little alien?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a little guy.
Only remembering it because you said friend of the show.
Yes, he's been on the podcast many times. Babu Frik. No, he was the little alien guy in The Rise of Skywalker. Last main line.
He's not the blue elephant, right?
No, that's other friend of the show, Max Rebo. But yeah, Babu Frik. So he's like tiny guy. He's like 5 inches tall, and he's
a ball.
No. He kind of looks like Crazy Frog or something.
He does. I think
I can just imagine Crazy Frog.
Yeah, there you
okay,
go.
Good enough.
I do think it's worth you googling it real quick, Ben.
Yeah,
if you want. BAU.
The BABU. Yeah. FR.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like a.
It all came flooding back
Mouse.
as soon as I saw him.
Yes. I guess I was a little off on Crazy Frog. But like,
I see it.
If you were
Yeah, it's pretty close.
they made Babu Frik, if they made like a gritty Crazy Frog reboot kind of thing, he would look like Babu Frik. Anyway, he wasn't able to join us today as scheduled.
He's like, he's like, you know how sometimes people will do like with the AI stuff, like, what if Homer
Yes.
Simpson was a real guy?
That's
It's sort of
exactly
like, what if
Babu.
Crazy Frog was a real guy?
Yes. So they're occasionally like it's somehow some kind of engagement bait to like just post totally innocuous factoids about movies online, and then people will think that they're insiders when they hear it or something. But I saw one of these going around this week. I don't know why it was going around this week. The movie's been out forever. Everyone seemed to not enjoy it. I think we covered it years ago on the podcast. That was a fun episode. I believe I was in the midst of like extreme exhaustion and admitted I cried multiple times during the viewing of The Rise of Skywalker. But it's worth checking out the podcast. But the little factoid that was going around this week is as follows. Babu Frik originally died in The Rise of Skywalker when Kijmi blew up. You guys remember when Kijmi blew up?
I hate when
Nope.
Kijmi blows up.
Yeah, that was a big deal for me when Kijmi blew
Face win.
up. Yeah. And it's Babu at 100x. Okay. So yeah, Babu Frik originally died, but J.J. Abrams showed the film to Steven Spielberg, and Spielberg asked, "What happened to Babu?" This led to Babu being resurrected and edited into the final battle. Which if that's a real like little story, that's absolutely Spielberg being polite, right? Like struggling to come up with anything to say about the movie. Hey, Steven, what'd you think of the movie? That little guy, Babu.
Whatever happens.
What happened to him, huh?
Wouldn't it be kind of cool if he like came back?
I don't even have like a note about him. Just like I like that little guy. There's a little guy in that. And she's like, that's the only non-negative thing anyone has said about this.
Or I wonder if like Lucasfilms was like, you need to take at least one note from every director. And so each like director is paid like $2 million to consult, and they get it only if one of their notes is actually used.
You should show more of that little guy. Babu. Anyway, but I guess the door remains open for a standalone Star Wars story, Babu Frik possibility.
Babu Frik.
Can I throw you one more Babu Frik
Please.
factoid?
I earnestly do love Babu Frik. I would see more of him.
Do you remember your favorite character from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Moaning Myrtle.
Oh, okay.
That's Babu Frik.
What do you mean that's Babu Frik? No, it's not.
Both are played
by
Shirley Henderson.
Gotcha.
I had to look up who that is too, but I see her. Do you guys remember? Have you guys seen the movie Equilibrium?
Is that the Christian Bale Gun Kata movie?
Yes. Where they live in like the Apple commercial, the 1985 Apple commercial, basically. And then Christian Bale, like one day, well, I forget, maybe he's been doing it for a while, but one day runs across like art or whatever, and then he sense offends and gets really into like a snow globe. What if the snow globe was Babu Frik?
So sick. What if instead of Christian Bale it was Babu? There you go. Babu?
It's a whole movie.
You're a sense offender.
Did you just recently watch that?
No, it's been a while.
Wow, I don't know. I don't remember like anything about that movie. I watched it when I was
like
it
wants to be
school.
The Matrix.
I've seen it a couple times, but yeah, I haven't watched it recently. Something about Babu just really clicked with me. Of what if he was in the little art room next to the Mona Lisa in the future? Christian Bale finds Babu and has that emotional connection.
It is very Matrixy. Anyway, this isn't a podcast about Babu. It's not a podcast about Equilibrium. It's not a podcast about The Matrix. It's a podcast about Twin Peaks. Today, we are talking about The Path to the Black Lodge. This aired April 18th, 1991. It was directed by Stephen Gyllenhaal. Yes, that Gyllenhaal. And written by Harley Payton and Robert Engels. Well, I guess not that Gyllenhaal. It's Jake and Maggie's father. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, when people say no relation, am I supposed to say yes relation? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Relation. Related.
Me at the bar.
Yes.
Relation.
It's a variation on a relation.
Ooh, nice. And because I finally have my voice back, I will be reading the summary today. Good luck getting a word in edgewise, boys. There are clues everywhere, all around us, but the puzzle maker is clever. The clues, although surrounding us, are somehow mistaken for something else. And then something else, the wrong interpretation of the clues, we call our world. Our world is a magical smokescreen. How should we interpret the happy song of the meadowlark or the robust flavor of a wild strawberry? That's, of course, Margaret Lanterman, the log lady, speaking direct to camera as the prologue. Did anyone else think she was saying owl world?
Well, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't
watch it. So I can imagine. I think you're the only one who watches them consistently.
That's right. I've totally forgotten that. Okay. I thought she was talking about something
one that
called
does his homework.
I thought she was talking about something called Owl World. Like
Owl World.
Where'd you go?
What would that be like? What would Owl World be like?
Well, we covered that last week, didn't we? Didn't we talk about Guardians of Google?
Damn.
Maybe that was on the Secret Show.
That's true.
Will, do you remember that camp that you had to go to in 6th grade for like a sleepover?
Yes.
Like, I
penis
had
inspection
to do that.
camp? Yeah.
It's my favorite day of 6th grade. Had to go to that, and the entire time I was looking for opportunities to be like, I need to go home. I hate this. This is the worst. And day 2, they like okay, this is the day you're gonna have to do the zip line. And I eventually was just like, okay, teachers, I would like to go home. Someone call my mom. I'd like to go home. And they're like, oh, it's okay. You don't have to do the zip line. I was like, it's not about the zip line. It's about wanting to go home. I hate everyone here. I would like to go home. And they made me like sit, or they first refused. And then they made us go to like this, like, I don't know, some sort of camp gathering place. And they brought like birds. To show us like
not
like,
just
owls.
to you.
No, yeah, the whole as a presentation, like look at these falcons and stuff. And so I have a distinct memory of that and being like, well, that is literally it. I'm not engaging with any more of camp for the day. I don't want to be close to these giant fucking birds. And so that was my like total cutoff
hold
point.
Hold on. Trust us. Wait till you see this. And it's like
wait until you go to Owl City. You'll want to stay.
What if you see a big bird like eat a rat?
Where did they get these falcons? Did you go to like Qatari birthright or something?
Yeah, penis inspection camp.
I don't know. Some traveling, purveyor.
Some guy came through with his
birds.
wagon and his raptors.
It sounds like this guy should have had a chapter of Buster Scruggs, but his little owl camp.
I also remember hating that. And then upon like the future excursions, I think like the next year it was like, okay, we're going back to camp. I just didn't get on the bus, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Nope.
Wise.
We're not. I remember my 7th grade teacher being like, "Way to be a team player." And then
what is the thing we're pushing towards together as a team?
Why are we doing
camp?
Yeah. And and ever since then, I've never thought of myself as a team player.
Yeah, there's nothing less appealing than being a team player if the team is just 7th grade. Like, yeah, I'm anti the team. Can I play for the other team? I might be a team player then if I got to defeat 7th grade.
There's almost nothing more, or there's almost nothing that matters less kind of temporally than pleasing your 7th grade teacher as well. Just teachers in general. Like, I'm not going to see you again. I just have to make it through a couple more months with you,
Right?
Presumably, and then
there's nothing you can do to me.
Once I've realized that a year of my life isn't that long, I'm untouchable. You know.
Yeah, you became self-aware
is that's
too early for a lot of your elementary school teachers. I remember. You became a person way earlier than they expected. They were not ready to handle you.
Yeah.
All right. Lawmen remove Rusky Tomasky's body from the gazebo as Agent Cooper and Sheriff Truman question a friend of Rusty's. It's only in Twin Peaks summaries that you'll get the English language configuring to reveal a sentence like, lawmen remove Rusty Tomasky's body from the gazebo. And these lawmen, they're like dressed in like big reflective outfits. They look like they should be in Brazil or something. The movie, not the country.
Yeah. They're going to be in a tricky situation. I feel like you'd have to remove the body from the pawn because now they're going to get back to the police station. Does this go to evidence or morgue?
Yeah, they bust open the extra large like body drawer. He's in a big pawn suit, but we hear the sound of the chainsaw in the background in this scene too. I thought that was a funny little
That's
bit
true,
of sound
yeah.
editing
To get this paper mache destroyed.
Yes,
Opened up.
it can't be that hard. Just use them as a piñata. Okay, so they question a friend of Rusty's who. So I guess someone did know him. He tells them that he was passing by Twin Peaks with his band, and Rusty went with a man who offered him beer. Cooper states that Wyndham Earle is playing off the board.
Did you guys eye roll at that?
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
100%.
either play or don't play on the board. I don't want to hear about the board if you're off board. We can retire the board. Both of us, all of us.
Just say this is no longer a chess metaphor. I think we're gonna have to do some real detective work.
It started out as a real stretch to be a chess metaphor anyway. They like the first this whole arc about it being chess. The episode title was Checkmate, and then like from there, that's the end of the game. And so we've just kind of been spinning our wheels since. Also, Cooper himself. I mean, I'm sure it's like a reference to it, but like he has personally extolled the virtues of playing off the board, like to the to internal affairs or whoever was investigating him. So like I'm having a hard time tracking. If I'm not in, you know what? I even refuse to think about it that hard. How about that?
It is funny looking back. I think at some point you shared like that fans have determined that if you really look at the chessboard, they're not really playing any like logical game, and it's like, yep.
I have been thinking about that. Yeah, ever since Ben said that,
an expert could tell that.
Yeah, I think that this is that would be way more of like a Lost thing anyway, right? To like really get up your ass about like where everything is on the board and stuff, and it's still not mean anything. But here it's really just like, oh fuck, we're about to film something with a board. Can someone set up the chessboard and then just hit roll?
It's like the writers found out that the horses have to do the L thing
at the same time as Andy. Yeah. So Willie Garson is credited as Heavy Metal Roadie, the guy who's playing the bandmate here. He's a longtime character actor. Seems like he worked a lot and died in 2021. Shout out Willie Garson.
I recognized him.
From what?
We don't have to talk about it. No. White Collar. It's like terrible like crime show from like the 2010s. Probably.
Oh. I see that he's known for his roles in Sex and the City too.
That's not the one I know him from.
Okay.
He's in Being John Malkovich.
As Guy
He's
in
credited
Restaurant.
as Guy in Restaurant. Oh, it's him.
Which I believe wasn't John Malkovich all the guys in the restaurant there at a certain point in that movie?
Yeah, I thought he was like everybody.
If you look at him, he kind of looks like John Malkovich.
There you go. Andy can't keep it together while they're talking to Rusty's bandmate here, and Harry chides him for it. Keep it together. Come on. It doesn't seem very helpful. Harry's not a very good friend. The men return to the sheriff's station in the morning, and Lucy tells Andy that she will be choosing the father of her child the next day. Andy then gives her some pointers for her speech she is to give at the Miss Twin Peaks contest.
Am I remembering correctly that Andy kind of speaks for the audience with a, what does that have to do with anything?
Yes.
Why are you doing this at the same time?
Yes.
Season finale, buddy.
Pretty much. Actually, in my copy of this episode, there was a special announcement from Lucy at the end of this episode that was it's just her voice over the credits, but it's her saying, "Attention, everyone! There will be a 2-hour finale of this season of Twin Peaks playing next week." Or whatever the date it was, but like
shit, is it 2 hours? Oh no.
Well, we have 2 episodes left.
Okay.
I don't know what Lucy was talking about. I do really like Andy and Lucy together. They are perfect together. They're perfect for each other. And especially love Lucy just taking every word Andy says as a revelation when he's talking about. He says, "I do know." Okay, so for the speech for Miss Twin Peaks, it apparently needs to be about saving the environment or saving the planet. And Lucy's like, "I don't know anything about saving the planet." Andy says, "I do know that people have got to stop sinking their beer cans in Pearl Lake when they're fishing, and styrofoam never dies for as long as you live." And Lucy's like, just hanging on every word, writing it down.
On the styrofoam one, she's like, "Really?" Wow, I didn't know that.
Sorry, some very loud machine just kicked on in your apartment. I think he's recording from the inside of like a boiler or something. It's so loud. That's all right.
Yes. Sorry.
It's okay. I will try to remember to try to deal with it. Hopefully people aren't hearing that.
Sorry.
This is an absolute dumb guy response to this, but did you have a little bit of like, shit, they were like concerned about the environment in the 90s? Like a little bit of like, oh, like seeing the cycle begin and end is a little bit depressing, you know, of like, I guess they were trying to get people to care back then too.
Yeah. I remember that being the case as a kid. Like I feel like the ozone layer was a big deal when I was a kid. And I think we did fix that. We did, the three of us. But I think we're good on ozone. So good job, everyone.
I think what people are upset about is that there's always another thing, you know.
Yes. So it's an excuse because we keep hurting the planet, you guys. Jack looks for Audrey as he prepares to leave the hotel. Doc Hayward gives Ben an examination. He tells him to stay away from Eileen, but Ben insists on doing what he believes to be the right thing. Jack comes and Doc leaves for his office. Jack tells Ben that he will be leaving Twin Peaks due to a partner being murdered. His outfit, Jack's outfit, annoying, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't really dig it.
A huge disappointment from last.
Yeah, he's had really
Flight
good
clothes.
fits before. I guess flight clothes.
Are we doing like a leather jacket and like maroon matching shirt and pants? Was that like an orange maybe?
The
that's
jacket
what I'm wearing
over
on my flight later today. Cowboy hat too.
Yeah. And I know that this isn't the first episode where like they're playing. Well, they'll score different characters with their different stuff, but I feel like they're really laying it on thick with the slide slide acoustic guitar for Jack here. It's a little much to me, I think. I think Ben's quest for goodness continues. That's interesting, I suppose. His internal decision on what goodness is, I suppose, but he's committed to it.
Yeah, big asterisk on that part, but otherwise, yes.
And both Zoe and I thought so Jack just is suddenly like, oh damn, I gotta leave. He got that telegram in the last episode, but he has to leave due to a partner being murdered. Hey, we just saw a guy getting murdered. We definitely just connected those and assumed that Jack and Heavy Metal Youth had like some sort of venture together. But that is apparently not what happened at all. There's a separate simultaneous murder that happened elsewhere.
Am I mixing it up? I mean, I think this is said later in the episode, but maybe I'm misremembering and mixing it up with what you said earlier. It was in Brazil,
yes,
right?
He does eventually say that.
Okay.
And that was what made me think, oh, okay, this isn't the same guy. But it's interesting. Donna looks in the attic of her home, examining her birth certificate, and finds that no father is listed. Her mother calls her down with an important phone call from Deputy Hawk. I feel like birth certificates are like constantly messed up. It's a frequent thing.
Yeah.
Screwed up.
I got a new one when I was in college.
Did you really?
So swapped out my parents for some new parents. Yeah, I got a new one because I think the ones that they were issuing in Iowa when we would have been born were not all legal anymore. Something like that. Like it doesn't have enough information on the birth certificate. So I had to get like a new birth certificate the very first time, or as a step before I could get my first passport in college.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, my name's spelled wrong on mine.
For real?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I guess I spell my name wrong. I guess would be the other way of looking at it.
That's what I was going to ask.
It seems like a very fundamental, like this is it seems like one of the most important documents you could have, but also
I'm not trying to dox you, but what's the misspelling?
There's just I guess maybe it's more of a typo is the way of saying it, but there's a missing S in my last name.
Interesting.
What was
the number?
So weird.
What was the passport number? We can look it up for you and help you fix it.
But I guess there isn't that much information on it. It really is just like
mom, dad.
Yeah, and what's your name?
Birthday.
What's the day?
It is really weird how much you need to prove you were born to people, but
I'm right here, baby.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Cool cool attic set up here. The spinning fan, given the flickering lights. Very fun photos of Ben with a mustache back in the day that she's finding in the scrapbook.
Would you keep birth certificate in your attic? It seems very 90s to like, oh, that you don't need that. Put that somewhere inaccessible. The attic.
Yeah.
Attic
in general, storage. Yeah. Nobody does stuff up there.
Yeah.
I go up into my attic to change the air filters every 3 months or whatever, but that's it.
Do you have a pull down like ladder? Like how do you get it? That's awesome.
Yes, we do. That was it's kind of cool. Well, it's not it's a ladder. It's a ladder that goes at like an angle to be a little bit more safe.
Stair-like.
You're changing your air filters every 3 months?
Yes. You're recommended to.
I was recommended
maybe
every
that's
6 months.
Big air filter. Interesting.
Maybe this is I was recommended every 6, so I do every 18.
I mean, maybe pushing it a couple times, but yeah. How do you get rid of them?
Air filters?
Yeah. There's just not enough room in my trash. So I
don't know.
I always have to do bulky one of those waste disposal.
Shelly often says to, well, this sounds very suspect now. She always says to me, like, are you sure you would able to take care of yourself if I ever died, if I ever went away or something like that? Like, yeah, definitely. And then, I don't know. I just hand them to Shelly. she takes care of them.
She disappears them somehow.
She hands it to me and she's like, you need to put this in. And I go up into the attic and go down into the basement.
God damn it, because I was about to ask you how you remember to change them.
And I hand them.
And it's Shelly.
Do you think she can put me in the chain of this? It's time to
yeah.
I want to be on read only on the admin chat for what's going on
your house.
Audrey returns to the hotel and Hawk stops her to take her to a meeting ordered by Agent Cooper. Ben and Jack further discuss the latter's departure and the effects that it may have on the Stop Ghostwood campaign. Jack has Ben give Audrey a letter. Jack wasn't really doing anything, though. It doesn't seem. I mean, he kind of inspired Ben to do good in his own way, but like, what kind of work was he doing?
It also was like, Jack, here's a telegram. You need to fly now. Or whenever.
Or I guess
he just left.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta check out and leave tomorrow.
Maybe I'll hang around. Yeah.
He's doing the classic consulting bit though. That's what his job was, you know? The main job is to fly in, shake a couple hands.
And then put pressure and say, like, I gotta leave soon.
Leave at the end of the week, yeah. I'm really sorry. I've been called away on additional business.
Partner died. No, a friend. Okay.
Whatever, man. Hey, dude, I really hope we never learn more. All respect to you and your family or whatever you're dealing with. I hope I never learn a single goddamn detail about what happened here.
Please stop pursuing my daughter.
Yes.
You're also doing.
I want to know, did he fly that PJ all the way to Brazil?
Oh yeah.
Or is he flying the jet to a big airport? do a big play.
I think he's driving himself. To
Driving?
Brazil.
road trip through Central America?
He's flying himself in the Pager.
Sure.
Saw pluribus. He's like, we'll do that in reverse.
I'm going to do reverse pluribus, a.k.a. Flying to Brazil. Major Briggs assigns Cappy some work.
We all know Cappy.
Cappy! Babu Frik is here. Cappy's here. The gang's all here. Get in here, Cappy. Yeah, he's another bookhouse boy, apparently.
Did you have to like screech the viewing to a halt to look up who that was, or did you just let it roll?
I let it roll and looked it up this morning.
I just let it roll. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, do you think they hired that guy because he kind of looks like Harry Truman?
Yeah. I don't know. You sure? Yeah.
He evokes Harry.
Mm-hmm.
He does the same look haircut. Like Harry.
Either of you guys play Mario Odyssey?
A little bit.
Do you remember Mario's companion's name?
Cappy.
Luigi.
It's Cappy.
Really?
It's Cappy. It's his hat, aka Cappy.
Hmm?
Where you put the hat on someone and then you turn into them. It's a good game.
Nice.
Major Briggs assigns Cappy some work and meets with Dale and Harry to discuss Earl's activity with Project Blue Book, telling them that he became obsessive and violent and was dropped from the project. I guess I forgot that Briggs and Earl were like co-workers.
It's probably like pricing his trade in and got like extremely upset at the estimated price.
Keeps getting those emails. He's like, yeah, I know if I sell it privately, but like, good luck with that. He shows them footage of Earl speaking about Dugpas in a place called the Black Lodge. Cooper figures that Earl's true motivation for coming to Twin Peaks is to find the Black Lodge, and that the Owl Cave petroglyph has a sort of connection.
I wish they could just help Earl do whatever he wants to do.
Just to move on. Yeah, whatever it is.
Or just follow on his tails, you know? Isn't that kind of like a National Treasure type style? That's a trope, you know? I helped you. Actually, Metal Gear Solid, which I played this year. You just follow along, and at the end, you're like, thanks for doing the work for me. I'll be taking this Black Lodge.
Swoop in.
I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody's really doing anything.
No.
With regard to whatever this Black Lodge situation is. Earl listens in on the conversation through his little bonsai bug and states that he knows more than the lawmen do. He plans to go with Leo Johnson to ambush Major Briggs. Cooper says that Wyndham has engaged us in subterfuge and red herring, a fish I don't particularly care for. Pretty good line.
Who is it? Is it Harry that gives him like the most coworker like like it was a really I don't remember who it was, but it was really like that's how I would have reacted.
Yeah.
If Cooper was my coworker.
For sure, man. God, if Cooper was your he is such a coworker.
Yeah.
Damn. A woman eats pie, her hands shaking. Bobby and Shelley discuss the latter's speech for the Miss Twin Peaks contest, and Bobby tells her that he loves her. Shelley gets a phone call from Agent Cooper.
It seems very obvious Norma didn't have time to be on set that day.
No. I think that she's making a stand. She's taking a stand and saying, "Listen, I'm Peggy Lipton. You have to have good reason to get me to show up, and you're not giving me any." Shelley's
the writers
dress
couldn't come up with anything else.
Shelley's dress is great. The blue dress, something about blue photographed in the Double R diner, just looks so good to me. I don't know. Bobby is all over the place emotionally. He seems like a difficult man to be dating. But I will also say I agree with Shelley as far as I've also missed Bobby. It's I feel like we've had a severe lack of Bobby going on in the show lately.
He's like, let's do this speech, and she's like, I know I'm not going to win the thing. He's like, don't think about that thing I'm forcing you to do.
There's Bobby. A deleted scene in the script that has them going over the speech like in more detail than they do here, and it's about sports cars. Like Bobby like writes about sports cars, and Shelley's like, we don't even like mention ecology, and he's like, you should get like a different haircut, I think.
Maybe a bandana.
Yeah. Mayor Dwayne meets Lana at the roadhouse and tells them that he, Norma, and Dick are the judges. They plan a scheme for her to get Dick's vote, which is to just flirt with Dick, apparently. And guys, I gotta be honest, this is the plot line that I am absolutely most invested in. Besides anything that James is doing, obviously. But I am so locked in on
who's gonna win.
Who's gonna win and I really hope it's Lana. I care about Lana and Dwayne so much. But this is where Mayor Dwayne is like, it's gonna be this guy Dick Tremaine. He's British or Bahamian, which is an interesting thing to confuse, I suppose, or to think that to be someone who could be either British or from the Bahamas.
Well, the Bahamas are probably a British.
Yeah,
they are a British thing.
But like it, I guess vibes wise,
sure.
I guess maybe this is from like an older, a different time or something. But I wouldn't. If I'm looking at Richard, I'd be like, this guy is either British or like he's playing the steel drums.
That one might be on you.
That might be on me.
And what is Dwayne crying about, would you say?
He just loves Lana so much, and he's being stretched thin like a piece of butter scraped over too much bread, as Bilbo would say. Oh no.
He does need to croak, I think.
Yep.
Would be my recommendation.
It's about time for Mayor Dwayne to die. This is an actionable threat on Mayor Dwayne's life that we are making on this podcast right now. I feel like a little uncomfortable, but you can't. Why wouldn't I be allowed to say I'm going to assassinate the mayor of Twin Peaks,
a fictional town?
Yeah. Is there any real Twin Peaks?
Well, the fictional Twin Peaks. To be clear, okay. I'm going to kill this guy. Okay. Earl tells Leo about the Doug puzzle. And as the ladder cleans off a table saw, this summary writer was like, I just learned about the word ladder, and I'm going to be using it in every paragraph. But Earl tells Leo about the Doug puzzle, and the ladder cleans off a table saw, which would be the Doug puzzle cleaning off a table saw, which is not the case. Anyway, who up cleaning their table saw? Leo notices Shelley on one of the queen cards, Earl expressing his doubt over whether Leo loves her. Leo holds out the shot caller remote, Earl feigning fear, until Leo shocks himself, entertaining Earl. So Leo somehow didn't know that like the electrocution that he was experiencing was related to the collar that was electrocuting him, and instead thought it was the
directional.
Remote.
He also doesn't figure that out after getting zapped.
Yeah.
Like first time. And you have to wonder, the one thing you have to wonder is, was Leo always like this, or only after all of the shocks, the previous shocks from
like has he been severely impaired?
Brain damaged, impaired? Yes. Or was it always going to be like this?
It is making me wonder. He does seem to be the dumbest guy of all time. And him being like, I love Shelley, or he's saying like, Shelley, love, and like wanting to like, I really hope that he doesn't like save the day or something.
Right. Oh yeah.
Cooper meets with. Where are we talking about? Oh shoot. Okay. I missed this. Doesn't matter. Cooper meets with Shelley, Audrey, and Donna concerning the poem that was given to them by Earl and any strange encounters they had with him. He's like, did you guys meet anybody weird? And they're like, yeah, we met like this. We all met a weird
guy in a disguise.
Yeah. He tells them to check in with the sheriff twice a day and gives them guidelines for their safety. And he says, you're in danger. We all are. But like, especially them, like particularly them. You don't try to be like, we're all kind of in danger if you really think about it. Like, he's specifically planning to kill one of these three people.
Yeah. Actually, I'm more in danger when you really think about it.
Right.
You should feel worse for me if that'll make you feel better.
Audrey returns to the hotel, missing Jack as he leaves. She goes to her father's office and asks about Jack, but Ben tells her that he feels Stop Ghostwood needs a spokesperson, specifically her, and urges her to enter Miss Twin Peaks. Audrey finally gets Ben's attention about Jack. He tells her that he has gone, and she leaves. He really brushes off the meeting with Coop. Doesn't seem to really clock that Audrey might be imminently killed or care either way about it. It's kind of in his own little world. Pete Martell claims to see Josie's face above the fireplace, and Audrey has him take her to the airport. I didn't realize that was what was happening. I thought he was just sort of saying, I thought he was just being Pete, being like, Josie. But it's interesting that Josie might be kind of a ghost that inhabits the hotel outside of just the knob.
Or maybe the fireplace now.
Yeah, she turned from knob to fireplace. The Josie Packard tale. Cooper, Truman, and Andy observe the petroglyph and wonder where Briggs has gone. Truman has Andy call Betty. Cooper muses about Annie, saying that he thinks about her frequently throughout the day. His hand briefly shakes. Cooper being, I would say, probably pretty insensitive to Harry. He's like,
yeah,
damn, I'm really like into this lady. It's so nice to be into a lady who's like alive and stuff and not dead.
Brother, I know nothing about her. I'm infatuated as hell. Do you ever know what that's like?
And Jim was like, sounds nice. Must be
lucky.
Nice.
No, you're lucky.
Good for you, man. Briggs wanders through the woods until he encounters two men in a horse costume who brandish a dart gun, incapacitating him. Earl reveals himself and Leo as the horse, laughing.
When Briggs said he was going to go into the woods to stretch his legs, I knew some bullshit was going to happen, but I never knew it could be this bullshit.
It's a very Zodiac encounter, I was thinking. Did anyone else get that vibe? You know, like when the Zodiac killer like approaches that couple on the beach, or not the beach, but like in the forest. It's like the middle of daylight or the middle of the day like this, and it's very like it's done so well in the movie, but like it seems so. There's something very uncanny about it because it's like a scary serial killer, but it's not happening like at night or whatever. It's just sort of like a weird guy just like steps out with like a hood on. It's like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, and it's just like a weird social interaction. And that's what is going on here. There's no need for the horse costume, or any of this. Just get him, I guess. But yeah, I'm sick of Earl. Sick of his shit, man. And I've been saying that since I saw the guy.
Since you were introduced.
Mm-hmm. Jack prepares to leave in his plane. Cooper goes to the diner and talks with Annie and notices that he is being troubled. And she notices that he is being troubled. And he admits that he has been thinking about her more than the case at hand. She admits to thinking about him all day, saying, I've been seeing your face in these fried eggs all morning.
Were you like hitting them?
face looking like eggs, ass motherfucker over here. He offers to take her dancing later, and they share a kiss, accidentally knocking over a stack of dishes. I want to shout out Mr. Gyllenhaal here. This is a cool coverage of this scene. It's a long, ominous dolly out throughout this thing with accompanying unsettling sound design. Even though they're just talking about being like, I'm in love with you. Ooh, I like you too. And it's kind of like what we saw with James and Evelyn in the driveway, just like this really slow, long pull out with the threatening sounds. You're kind of, I'm feeling like, ooh, this is maybe an ill-fated relationship or something bad's gonna happen. We see other Double R diner workers we haven't seen before walking around during this shot. And I think one of them like sneezes like as they pass the camera too, something like that. But cool shot. And then like really slow syrup dripping stuff. This was probably my favorite scene of the episode. Pete takes Audrey to the airport, and right before Jack prepares for takeoff, Audrey stops him. They express their love for each other, and Jack states that he must leave, but does not know if he will return. She requests him to make love to her, and they go inside his plane, leaving Pete teary-eyed as his hand starts shaking.
I don't know if I'll ever come back from Brazil.
Putting way too much spin on it. I'm going to Brazil. Like that's not how you would say it.
I know that I've been called there on emergency for the unexpected murder of my friend, but I may just pick up a brand new life there. Anyway,
who knows? I might just stay there. Pete comes in super hot to the airport, as you know, as you would to like catch somebody before they leave. It would have been so sick if he just crashed into the pager, just full on. Casino Royale style.
They let you, presumably they let you do that before 9/11. You just
drive
out onto the tarmac.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's with the handshaking? Huh? We got Cooper, we got Pie Lady, and we got Pete all getting a little jittery.
Didn't we end the episode with like Bob and his hand? Is that like him trying to control you or something?
Oh, I like that. I can't think of anything, so I'll go with that.
Everyone has contracted Parkinson's is probably the next best guess.
Do we want to talk about Pete and Audrey? I kind of don't, even though it's happening.
He does the most like obvious checking her out thing when she walks by, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'd love to help. But it's like, dude,
he stands outside of the plane.
Like I joked to Zoe as we're watching, like he comes over and like knocks on the door, like want me to wait around? But then he does. He doesn't knock on the door, but he does literally just like wait for them to bang. Just hangs out. I don't know, man.
There's a lot of cures for a broken heart, and one of them is like a trout leap at midnight or something.
Yep. I love Pete. I've been doing a lot of mental gymnastics lately to support my love of Pete.
Yeah.
And he's not out. Okay, him checking Audrey out, that was weird and bad. I'll say it.
Thank you.
He shouldn't have done that. I don't know where I was going with that. It's not like he's mostly still wholesome. And should I just be? I think I'm chalking it up to the like they thought they were being funny and they were handling the subject matter too insensitively. But I don't know. I am doing the mental gymnastics, whatever.
These sirens are for you.
Yeah.
No.
Ben,
sorry.
Unbelievable behavior from you today. Earl interrogates Briggs about the Owl Cave, but the Major states that he is not at liberty to give him the answers he seeks. Wyndham injects him with a sort of truth serum, causing Briggs to admit that he did see the petroglyph in a dream during his disappearance. He describes signs that say, "There is a time, if Jupiter and Saturn meet, they will receive you." He then utters some indistinguishable words. Did either of you distinguish these words?
No.
Rosebud.
You didn't, Ben?
No.
Okay. Me either, but apparently it's him saying that gum you like is going to come back in style, but in reverse.
Which, who says that before? Is that the giant that says that to Cooper?
No, it's the man from another
Is it the man?
place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who says that? And we do get a major, no pun intended, a huge line in this episode is Wyndham Earl says to Don Davis, "What do you fear most in the world?" Major Briggs replies, "The possibility that love is not enough."
He had that ready. That was, very Briggs. Good on him.
I think he hit the truth serum and you would just know, I guess.
Do you know if you got hit with the truth serum, would you be coming up with some poetic shit about like what lies at the like depths of your soul, or would you be?
I wonder if does it let you know?
Burrito, please. Burrito, please.
I mean, it's a hard thing to know yourself. It's a hard thing to be able to take stock of yourself and like be like, what is it that I want? What is it that I fear? It's not that I'm not telling anyone about this. I just don't know myself. So maybe I could hit the truth serum and find that out. Is that
the truth serum is a way to skip over therapy for like 3 years? Is like just have a little bit.
People say about like doing mushrooms and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's like that you don't have to do therapy if you do mushrooms. It tells you about yourself.
That's what my EAP said. They're like the employee assistance program was like, these are the two paths we have for you.
Catherine shows the puzzle box to Andrew, who solves one of the layers, then smashes another rolling pin, revealing a metallic box. Atticus, I'll let you go here. I know that you've got a lot of thoughts about the puzzle box and Andrew as a character overall. So guys, buckle up. I think we've got 10 to 15 minutes. Atticus.
Okay, I liked the sweater. He had a good wool on, good wool going for him. It was very funny to just like, I'm gonna really figure out this box, and then the next box, fuck this shit, smash it. I thought that was kind of funny, but them like being like mad at each other was kind of weird too. Where he was like being, I guess they're siblings. And
they're siblings. They gotta fight.
They were getting second Lord of the Rings reference in here today, but they're getting kind of precious about it. They're like, it's mine. No, it's mine.
And it's still a mystery of what's in there.
Still at that point, it's like white noise to me. I am not able to muster the strength to engage with whatever is going on at the puzzle box. I guess he was somehow entering dates into it by like pressing the moon, and so he's like, it's the zodiac, and I still don't. I can't make sense of that. That doesn't make sense to me.
But that's how you enter a birthday.
Yeah,
that's how you enter. But yeah, then you like it's obviously the zodiac thing, but then he somehow knew it was birthdays, and then somehow knew the exact order of the birthdays too.
Did you get the sense that they were even buttons? They just looked like paintings on the box.
Yeah, I think it's just sort of touchy.
They were capacitive buttons
until the last very one. Yeah, the last one. Then he's like, okay, and then you push the button.
He had a very funny, excited noise too. It was like, I wish I could remember what it was, but I just remember it being very unbecoming for a
he did the Howard Dean scream here at the end when that feel when you get into the puzzle box. Cooper meets Annie at the Roadhouse and offers her to teach her how to dance. She expressed to him that she wanted more than his kisses, but they are interrupted by Mayor Milford addressing the crowd, but struggling with the microphone. Like an aide comes on and like adjusts the height of it. It's like, for sure. The problem here is that the microphone is like is at the wrong height. Come on.
When I heard that line, I was predicting. Now, I mean, like, it's funny that it's only now happening to me, but I'm like trying to pick out what Ben and Mai's introduction to the episode will be. And I was sure one of us was going to be who wants more than kisses or something.
I knew you two would fight over that, so had to go a different route. Annie expressed her attraction to Dale, and they share a kiss, being once again interrupted by Milford. She decides to enter Miss Twin Peaks, but then the giant appears to Cooper, waving his arms and mouthing, "No."
Stop. She's another child. Stop it.
It's fun. It's like, I have a good feeling about this relationship.
Yeah. No, I do like seeing the giant though. Good to see the giant. Hello. Annie didn't want to dance, man. You're being very annoying. He's standing there on the dance floor, just come on, come on. Just, I don't want. Come on. I would never treat her like that.
Would you respond to a gesture such as that?
Well, of course, I must dance.
Okay.
Jack leaves, waking Pete up in his truck. Off in the plane. Audrey goes to Pete, who reassures her that Jack would return. After she mentions Jack's promise to take her fishing, Pete offers to go with her, saying that a trout's leap in the moonlight is a cure for a broken heart. I don't think it's not that she wanted to go fishing. It's not just like,
fishing part.
I just wish I could see fish. But I wanted to be with this guy I like.
But Pete's picking up on he's just going to steal the date, you know?
Whoosh. I have some tackle in my trunk.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, and what about the fishing gear, Pete? Yeah, I don't know. We talked about Pete and Audrey. Pete waiting for Audrey there's a lot of like dereliction of duty going, like as like an adult that should be like, as a community, we're all kind of looking out for each other here. He's he's trafficking her. He straight up drives her out to the plane and then just like goes to sleep for hours. Like, let's whatever happen.
Did you have nothing else to go and to happen today that you had? Like, you were out doing things.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you had something going on. You think you have plans, and I mean, I know that I'm not saying that he should leave her at the airport or leave her
sure,
the airstrip. But like, at some point, if you're like, oh man, if you're just like a dumb guy, like Pete seems like he is, and is just like, oh, Ms. Horn, you told me to drive you out here, okay? And then like, you just kind of like let it happen. She gets on the plane, and then like at some point you have to be like, whoa, what did I do? And then what's gonna happen now? And you're just like sitting there waiting, like you're just let hours go by. You're not gonna like call somebody, or you're like, I think I need to like get her back. I don't know. We need to like figure out how you're gonna get home or something.
I trafficked her. Yeah.
Shit. Oh.
Oh no.
I should take her fishing. That'll help.
Your Pete voice was a good John C. Reilly impression.
I don't even know if I can replicate.
Oh, it's too bad John C. Reilly doesn't have a character on the show. I feel like
he'd be a good
fit in.
Yeah.
He'd be like
guy.
Could he be like an assistant therapist for like Jacoby, like stand in for?
I like that.
I like that therapist or something.
Yeah.
What would his, like, if he's not Hawaiian, what would his like deep obsession be?
think he could be a good gas man, like Big Ed.
The rival gas man. The two gas men. Leo and
That's what
Briggs.
you were gonna call the podcast.
Guys, check out our Patreon for best and worst bathroom experience that we're going to be talking about. That is actually one of the topics that we're going to hit. Leo and Briggs are disturbed by computer noises as an unfazed Earl discovers that the petroglyph is actually a map to the Black Lodge. I have to politely disagree with the summary writer here. Earl is possibly the most phased man of all time. This man is extremely phased.
Latest member of the Phase clan.
Phased Wyndham. Or Phase Wyndham, whatever. I guess the cave painting is a map? Okay. Whatever.
He's really excited about that one.
He's stoked. He's got some graphics all planned out for it and everything.
His like, I had like his. So Leo and Briggs are like kind of twitching on the ground, right? When there's like flashing lights, almost like,
yeah.
It really gave Hot Couch DVD menu vibes. Like you wake up and your friend is like working on a map in like World of Warcraft or something.
God damn, I had so many of those experiences. Yeah. Being the first, I was always the first to fall asleep at the sleepover, and then first to wake up, and then sometimes other people just didn't go to sleep, but like they just be on World of Warcraft the whole time. It's a bad feeling
to wake up and they're still playing.
Yeah, and like just
you like turn into a parent and you're like, Jesus Christ, stupid idiot.
Yes. You can tell from this episode that Atticus and I were really fun kids. We didn't want to go to camp. We didn't want to stay up late. Deep in the woods.
His map, the map thing too is very lame. I feel like in a lot of, National Treasure style, you wouldn't have two maps and then you line them up and you're like, wow, there are two maps that line up, because it's basically, he's like, well, I've got Google Maps and then I've got the thing from the cave, and it looks like the petroglyph thing is also a map, but it's got like the rivers drawn, it's got other landmarks and stuff. Okay, that's cool. Normally you do like, okay, on the back of the Declaration of Independence, there's like 3 points, and if you line them up on a real map, now you know the entrances to the treasure cave or whatever, I'm impressed.
Yeah, this is just like turn left to get to the Black Lodge type stuff.
Yeah.
National Treasure is really good.
Very good.
Good ass movie.
The next series.
Ooh.
Deep in the woods, a light appears and Bob steps out into the open as a reflection on the ground in front of him reveals red drapes. There's a cool montage here where we see the school and the traffic lights, and as Bob appears, just his arm, cool. Like you said, Atticus, and then the rest of him fades in.
School empty as hell. I mean, it is night, but it's always that way, I'm sure.
No one's at that day on school. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. And then Lucy will give you a special announcement over the credits if you're watching my version, I guess.
What was the credits? Was it still Laura?
Still
Palmer?
LP.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's move into the superlatives for the episode. Any nominations for outfit of the episode?
Andrew Sweater.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Okay. It was a sweater. It was a little silly sweater.
It was wool. It was wool. It had that going for it. I think that Doc Hayward's plaid was interacting really negatively with the pattern on his shirt. So bad costume on him this episode. I think Don Davis is going to be my star of the episode. I think he did a good job and delivers that cool line about fearing the possibility that love is not enough. Anyone else want to shout out a performer?
No.
Honestly, no. Yeah, okay. This was an okay episode.
What would you rate it then, Ben?
This is 3. A 3.
Atticus?
I agree. 3.
Yeah, I've also written 3. I think we've done it though. I think I'll call it right now. From here on out, we are gonna eat nothing but good. It's right. Isn't this kind of how we're?
Well,
yeah.
Could I tell you something? And isn't the next episode titled the Twin Peaks, Miss Twin Peaks? Like that doesn't bode well. I don't think that bodes well.
But I think the reputation is that David Lynch is back. And like when people are putting together like the skip lists for Twin Peaks, they're like, okay, stop watching season 2 when you find out who killed Laura Palmer, and then watch the last 2 episodes of the season. And, and so we did it. We've gotten through the slump, and I went in with a head of steam. I gotta say, I went in thinking like, oh, it's okay. Even the bad episodes, it's all part of it. It's all part of it. And I will admit, it really fucking got to me eventually. Like I do think I eventually stopped having that good of a time. Never as bad as like the worst of Lost. But I did find myself thinking this week, like, I kind of wish I was watching Lost.
Interesting.
Did you feel the slump then?
A good, yeah. If I watch a good episode.
Yeah. In retrospect, I felt similarly where I'm like, yeah, I remember that in the middle or in season 2, it gets not great, but then we kind of finished up season 1 and it just kept going. And I was like, it's not that bad. And then now I'm like, I still don't think anything's bad, but I'm like, this is not season 1, episode 1 anymore.
It
episode 0, whatever.
Yeah. It really, it's kind of hard to, I can remember how great some of those episodes were, but they are long in the rear view mirror, I think. Like it's been a while since we got anywhere close to like the heights of some of those earlier episodes. But I'll call it right now. I'll guarantee it. Every single episode of our series on Twin Peaks hereafter will be certified bangers, each and every one. We're going to watch the final 2 episodes of season 2. People say those are fantastic. They wrap it up. And then we're going to watch Fire Walk with Me, which is a movie, and it's a movie, baby. Nothing better than the movies. And then it's The Return. Everyone says that's the greatest, the culmination of David Lynch's life's work, and it makes it all. It's groundbreaking. So I'm stoked. We've eaten our vegetables, and now it's time to eat the rest of our vegetables.
The rest of it.
Folks, thank you for listening to our show. As I said earlier, you are gonna want to check us out on Patreon because we're doing our special shows over there, and it's so much fun. It's patreon.com/Dr. Skeleton. Next week, we will be watching season 2, episode 21, aka episode 28, the second to last episode of season 2. See you there. Goodbye. This is a brand new Extra Good podcast. Learn more at brandnewextragood.com.